Hey, all right, let me get over here. So what I'm doing is replacing my shocks. This truck has 220 something thousand miles on it, and it's diesel. So, but these are the original shocks. Look at this, people. Now somebody owned this truck before I did. That's the original shocks, and I can take and push down on that, and it just does not. It just like comes up like super slow, and you can feel that when you're pushing down on it. You can feel the little play, so you know it's wore out. So we might I might find something to all this wood here. And if you're wondering why wood's laying in my floor, I am going to be building some honeybee hives, some horizontal beehives at some point in the future. But I said I got tired of all the. I'd be going down the road, and I'd go over a bump, and I'd be, it just it kind of like it start bouncing, but it'd feel like it was walking as it was going, like walking across. So that's kind of dangerous. Here's my Jig's little seat. So this is I've already done one side, and it's just easy. So I'm gonna push pause because you don't need to see me taking off every lug nut. Hopefully, I've already loosened the lug nuts. See, but I'm gonna take my drill here. I'll do one for you if I can find. So I've already loosened them with my torque wrench. So, you know, that's much easier to do it like that. See right here. Just loosen them with a. Well, you might not have one of these. If you don't, hell, it's worth the $100. I think I paid a little over $100 for that drill, so it's worth it because I use it for all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna take off the rest of these, and then we will be right back, and I'll show you what you do next. This is just a quick tutorial, and with look at these beautiful Bilstein. I think the way that the manufacturer, if you go to their website, I think they call them Bilstein or Bilstein. Maybe it's Bilstein. I can't remember. I watched the video, but these are really good shocks. And right here, look, when I put the stuff down and I tried to push down on these, it was a lot harder to push down on these than the other shocks, which I know the other shocks are wore out, and these come up a lot faster. But that's one way to know that your shocks are bad. And they say you're supposed to change them within 75,000 miles, and it's 220,000 miles. Them are the original shocks. So be right back. Let me get this tire off, and I'll show you the original shock that's still on this driver's side. Okay, see how quick that was? All right, so let me tell y'all something. I watched some videos on this because, you know, it's good to know ahead of time kind of what you're getting into. And look right here. See this? This is, I've just replaced them, but we're gonna have to tighten that up just a tad bit. Look, this was the old one. I went ahead and replaced all the little rubber pieces. But hell, I was like, what the hell does it matter? I just left that on there because it's not in the way. It's not bothering me none. I ain't under here looking at it. But I got new bushings all the way around. But this one, so I'm gonna tighten that one up before I put the wheel back on. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all probably already know this. Look, this is not a rim, okay? This is a wheel. Please, there's too many people that says, hey man, look, you want to look at my rims? This right here, this edge of the wheel, this is what the rim is, y'all. So all this is the rim. A rim is what your tire snugs up to. So this is the only part. This is the rim of the wheel, okay? And then the rim of the tire, when you pressurize it, you know, gets stuck to the rim of the wheel. But this, guys, is a wheel. So you go get some, you see people holler, I'm gonna go get me some big old 20-inch rims. People, it's a wheel. I don't care if it's chrome, aluminum, steel, which chrome is usually on a steel wheel. This is an aluminum wheel here. It's dirty. And it's a heavy duty wheel. But y'all, I'm sure the older people know, but I've heard so many people, and you know what, while I was ignorant and young and didn't know better, I called them rim because everybody else did. I'm like, hey man, them's rims. But this is a wheel. I know we're off subject here, but I figured I'm on YouTube, so it'll go out nationwide and maybe everybody would be educated a little bit better. So anyways, and y'all, this oh man, my time's almost up. I might have to do a part 2 on this. Why do they only give you 10 minutes? See how fast time flies by? Well, anyways, I was gonna get on another subject. That's for another time. Anyways, wheel, rim, tire. Brakes, brake pads, brake rotor, and then my shock. So what we're gonna do, okay, so a lot of people says this looks like an Allen wrench head. This is a 9mm. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6.9mm, which is the regular standard size 9mm, if I'm correct. So you'd put a 9mm socket on this. I didn't have a wrench. I think this is like 18mm right here, because I had 17mm, don't fit it, 19mm, too big. So sweating and getting on my nose, making my nose itch. So anyways, so you put your 9mm socket and ratchet on this end, and then you have to use a box wrench or an open end wrench, either one. If you got let me do this. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 on this video because I've only got 1 minute left. So this right here, and the new Bilstein one is not gonna be 18mm, it's gonna be 3/4. But if you got a wrench like this, you can put it on there. Man, it makes it so much easier. So you can use either this end or this end, either one. But you use a 9mm. And then the bottom nuts, I'm gonna see if I can get I got 30 seconds left on this. We'll do a part 2. So these right here, let me see if I can get them. I don't know if you can see them. Hopefully you can see them. Them are 1/2 inch or 13mm. It should be 13mm, but 1/2 inch and 13 is so close that it's good enough. So I'll see you on part 2.